We Bengalis are so deeply rooted into our culture and food that we do understand when a person misses his family staying away from them for months. Yes, today I'm cooking for a Rajasthani delicacy from one of my colleagues who requested me to prepare it as he was living away from his family who was in Rajasthan for a long time. So today is Poila Boishak. I thought of donning a sari with a gajra, a little bit of makeup, and yes, we are all set to prepare the food. So let's go. Today I am making gatte ki sabzi. So for that I have taken 500 grams of besan, which I will transfer into a bowl. Then I'm adding a little bit of the spices like ajwain, along with that, followed by some turmeric, little bit of red chili powder, followed by ghee. In Bengali we call it moyam deva. When you add ghee or oil to the flour while making a dough out of it, I've added some curd into the besan for the tangy flavor, followed by some whole spices like sauf, jeera and ajwain. This spice needs to be roasted first and then beaten into a mortar. After beating the spices in the mortar, I added a little bit of it in the besan for the flavor. Adding kasturi methi in the food is like enhancing the taste to next level. And Rajasthani food itself has the tradition of adding kasturi methi and hing into it. So I started preparing the dough of besan with a little bit of water, and finally the dough needs to be stretched a bit so that the gatte that we are preparing becomes soft, not like tight balls of maida or atta. So here I was trying to figure out the shape of those gatte, as we need to prepare these elongated, shapes. In Bengali we call this shape as langcha. So after preparing 2 to 3 shapes with the dough, I thought of the time that we need to put this gatta into boiled water, as it needs to cook a bit before I add this gatte into the gravy. The gatta needs to be cooked for a while till the time I drank some water and started preparing for the gravy. In the gravy, those who eat onion, garlic, they can add onion, garlic, ginger, everything of their liking. And those who don't, they can skip it. They can just prepare the gravy using dahi and masala. So this is how I started preparing the gravy. I added all the chopped ginger, garlic and everything into the oil, mirchi, tomato needs to be added into the gravy. Here I could not get the time to shoot properly for the addition, as I was also preparing the food and I was wearing a sari, so it was difficult for me to shoot it in a proper way, and I don't have a helping hand who will shoot the process for me. So after the gravy is prepared, I added some dahi into it. You need to beat the dahi before adding into the gravy. As you see, the dahi has been added and it's looking good. Now it's time for the addition of the gatta, which I had taken out of the boiling water, cooled and cut into small pieces. I had reduced the flame and I added all the gattas into it one by one. The gatta needs to be fried a bit, so that frying process is important so that the shape of those gattas don't break. Lately, I have discovered that I'm very fond of cooking and I feel very good when I prepare something very unique and delicious. So after putting the heart and soul into the dish, it was finally ready and I was really happy as I was helping someone feel closer to the family. So after finishing up with the dish, it was time for me to open up the parcel that I had ordered from Amazon. Recently, I am more interested in decorating at least one corner of my house where I can sit and shoot in peace. The background needs to be decorated really well for my videos to look good. And yeah, here I'm opening the parcel which I received that day from Amazon. I had ordered a lavender plant from Amazon and it was a single day delivery. I ordered in the morning and I received it in the evening. I'm very fond of lavenders as the color, the aesthetics they give to every corner of the room wherever you put them. It's just beautiful. I received a beautiful gift from my end today. So this is how I spent my Poila Boishak. We'll see you in the next video.